All right, good evening, everybody. A little bit of a late recording here, but I had a few things to get done prior, so I do apologize. But this is going to be the daily recap for the Small Account Challenge Day 5. We are not starting the week off very good. We swang NOW over the weekend because I had some unsettled funds that I couldn't really sell when it was up on Friday. And even though the market started green this morning, that didn't last long. And as the market went down, so did now. And I ended up selling it, I believe, about 7 minutes in to the market. Yeah, about 7.5 minutes in. And I sold this for way more than I would like to have taken for it. However, it was probably the best price I was going to get for the whole day here. So I got out of now at about 6:37, which was roughly right about here. And as you can see, it continued to drop, bounced, and then dropped some more before just consolidating during the rest of the day. By doing so, I sold it for a large 70% loss, $280. That was roughly just under a third of the account value. So that took a big hit to our small account challenge. I didn't like it, even though we got a rally-ish going into the close. Looking at the daily, you can see that the squeeze actually, while it's still there, we're starting to lose momentum. So I don't like this play anymore. So that's another reason why we're going to just cut the losses rather than holding it. So that's where we're at with that one. Ecolab was looking pretty good until the end of the day, about midday it was. And Ecolab actually took a really big dip today, and I was unable to find out why, but it did drop, and it broke the trend and actually closed right at the lower Bollinger Band. So this is pretty much, it closed below the trend line, so I'm going to want to get out here tomorrow. If this does not open green and try to bounce back, I will close this one for a loss. And that would be unfortunate because that would be 3 losses in a row. But, what can you do? Right? So one more day with Ecolab. We're going to see what happens here, and hopefully we get a little bit of a rebound in the markets. Futures are kind of currently neutral right now, so hard to tell what direction we're going to actually go. And I did take one trade today. I jumped back into Microsoft. Again, this chart is still really nice on the daily. So when you look at it, you can see that it's still very bullish chart, still consolidating. With today's pullback, I got in right about where we're at, actually, because I think we're sitting about neutral. Yeah. So I got in about where it currently closed. And it actually moved up a little bit, and we were up about, 10-12%. But I didn't sell. I decided to go ahead and hold on to it into tomorrow. Seeing with a red day, we might get a green day and a gap up, and maybe look to sell us for maybe 20-25% and try to recover a little bit of the last 2 losses that we got here. So small account challenge is not really starting off or ending or going very, very good at the moment, right? The first 3 trades we took were winners. The 4th one we're actually still in. The last 2 trades were losers and larger than I would like to admit. So we're going to go slow and steady again here. I'm going to get kind of situated after we figure out what to do with Ecolab. Microsoft, I have high hopes for. That one looks promising. So we'll reevaluate day by day here and take it nice and slow and steady if we have to try to recover what we got going on. But that's where we're at. We're still skin in the game. We're sitting about $400 unfortunately, after a week. But the two big losses will do that. So I'll chip away at it. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm not really worried. During the test phase, I brought 300 back up to 600 in, I think, a week and a half. So we're not out of the game yet. We'll be fine. So that's the end of today's day 5 recap, the small account challenge. Thank you.